Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an awesome 80s special Thanksgiving holiday wishes episode. This is Michael.
This is Lawrence. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just chilling. How
Well,
are you?
thank you for sitting in and greeting us as your fans for your special holiday season. We're just going to talk about Thanksgiving today, but my name's Michael, and I enjoy the 80s, and my friend Lawrence here. We spend every week talking about what makes the 80s awesome, and what makes the 80s awesome to me, what I'm thankful for, is our previous episode. I probably started 20 years ago, but we talked about how awesome Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and the relationship together. That's one of the things I'm thankful for. What are you thankful for, Glenn?
I'm thankful for 80s stars who had a decent career in the 80s, but now just sit around on Facebook and Twitter because then they come on our show and we get to interview them and they get to tell us all about their careers. And sometimes you just want to sit down and say, yeah, what'd you do today? Yeah, I just talked to Coach Lubbock from Growing Pains. What'd you do? Yeah. Oh, not as impressive, huh?
Well, it's kind of cool because we probably did 150 episodes before we talked to like an 80s celebrity, just partially because we're scared and maybe didn't feel worthy, but they're people just like everybody else.
Yeah, we've had a great list of celebrities. Keith Coogan from Adventures of Babysitting and Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead. Just mentioned Coach Lubbock from Growing Pains, just 10 of us. Andre Grauer from Monster Squad, and there's more. I'm not trying to deliberately leave people out, and we have some good ones coming up too. So I'm thankful that they give us their time and help us entertain our millions of fans.
So what are you thankful for their time, and what else?
And that they help us entertain our millions of fans.
Yeah. So if you could describe the Awesome 80s podcast, how would you describe it?
It's a potpourri of everything that makes the 80s great. So usually we do a movie, but sometimes we differ, often do a show or a TV show or music. We've done 200 plus episodes, I believe, in the last 5.5 years, and each one of them is different. But most of the feedback I get is people love us. They love us and our homoerotic tendencies.
I love you, Glenn.
I love you, Michael.
Bro House 2030, is that what we're going for?
2030.
All right. Okay.
Bro House. What else are you thankful for?
Well, I think just because we just a couple of weeks ago we did Spaceballs, and John Candy. I think just on an individual level, I was also just very thankful for having John Candy be alive and be creative. Because we've talked about maybe 60% of the John Candy movies in the 80s, and we're just the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to be fun rewatching these movies with you as we get going to our golden years in the 80s podcast, just watching John Candy do his thing.
Yeah, we have actually done more John Candy movies on our podcast than any other actor or actress so he has, I think we have done 8 John Candy movies, I believe. That's quite a lot of movies for a guy for just a decade, and we still, I don't think, have touched them all. So that's pretty amazing.
What else are you thankful for, Glenn?
I'm thankful for where we're at now with social media and the interaction we get to have with our fans. We have a really awesome Facebook page at Facebook, Awesome 80s Podcast, and every single day we have either fans of ours who post articles and stuff about the 80s that has just popped up, and we post the same, and it really allows us to be interactive with our fans and learn a bunch of cool stuff that we did not know was happening. Because if someone in California sees an article that I would not have seen, they immediately about the 80s or something to do with the 80s, they immediately post it, and then all of our other fans get to see it, and I get to see it. And just kind of where we're at with social media right now, it really gives us a great chance to interact with our fans. And I don't think I'd still be doing this 5.5 years later if it wasn't for that chance to have that interaction.
Yeah, because it's kind of cool because you get to meet different. Even though it's through the tubes of the internet provides us, you get to meet different people and see different perspectives, and they're reliving, they're having these mind flashbacks, and they're having these remembering what it was like to be a kid or when they're in high school or whatever, and what it was like with them, and then we're kind of that gateway to having them remember those kind of things.
I'm also thankful for the month of November because it's the one time a year you try to grow facial hair, and it does my soul right.
It is nice. Last year I called my mustache Gary. This year it's Steve. We'll see if I was going to call next year's mustache Jim. We'll see. Dad, I'm calling it the Jim.
It's the Jim. Look at the. You want to meet Jim? It's on my.
Well, I could call it maybe the Dicka. Maybe I could call it.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
All right.
You don't want to do that.
You got a Dicka all over your face.
I'm gonna core you all over. So,
okay.
How do people, if they want to listen to what we're doing, they want to go back into our catalog of 200 plus episodes, how can we be found?
Most of them are available on the iTunes, but you can also go to our website. We have a back catalog. We've got like interviews, shorts, and episodes. They're all divided up into 3 categories. But if you want to go back and go to our website, you can listen to the different interviews and different podcasts. It's a lot of fun, especially if you go back to the early ones, because we don't know what we're doing. Not that we know what we're doing now, but it's still a lot of fun.
We really didn't know what we were doing.
You can email us at host at theawesome80s.com if you want to, and then Awesome80s podcast / Elizabeth Shue podcast on Facebook.
We also have now we do a video podcast, which I'm also thankful for that because that has been a lot of fun in the last 2 months doing that. And you can go to YouTube and search the Awesome80s podcast, and our channel comes up. Also, you can do that same thing on Google Hangouts. And if you really like us and want to become a fan, go to the Facebook. We do a live podcast every week now, so you can watch us live as we go and send in questions and whatnot.
All right. Well, this has been Michael.
This is Lawrence. Stay awesome, everybody.
Stay awesome.